Okay.
Okay. So Larry, thank you so much for joining me here today. Really appreciate you taking a break out of your day to talk with me a little bit. I mean, you've been with me for a long time. How long have you actually been a client of mine?
Probably 7 or 8 years, probably maybe longer than that. I never really keep track. So
So was it Credit Spread Trading Made Simple that you first
yes,
came in?
that was the first one. Yeah.
Okay. So that was, yeah, that had to be 2008, 9, 10, right around in there.
And then the Maximum Trading Academy, I think it was
Yep.
called.
Maximum Control. Okay.
Yeah.
So you were part of that too.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, let's do this. Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? First name, last name, where you live. I know what you
Uh,
do right now, but
yeah.
why don't you just share
I'm,
that?
I'm Larry Keith, and I live in Aloha, Oregon, which is just between Hillsboro and Beaverton. And I'm retired. I've been retired in 2012. And now I mostly work for ministries of the church. And I use the money that I make on this, I use to support different ministries that I have. And
Oh,
that's
I
pretty
didn't
much
know
what I
that.
do.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
I fish and I bowl.
Now I'm jealous.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, you just came out of this kind of this challenge that I had, a 6 week. It's kind of went a little bit longer than that, but
Yeah.
you were a cohort of 20 people, and you're learning my swing trading made simple system. Tell me a little bit about that. What did you think of it? What's your big takeaways?
I really like the graph, the daily graph. Where you have the 12, 10, 8, and
Yeah.
6. That works really good on stocks. And now that I've learned the Doppler, I can see how that's going to really work well on different indexes. The SPYs, the Qs, the diamonds, and such. um, and now that you answered my question on the difference between the monthly and the weekly, now I'm clear on that. So now, because I was thinking, dang, I should be taking a trade and going long because everything's going up on the weeklies. And I'm kind of glad I didn't now. But the other thing I really like out of the training is the secret formula. That really, I can put on a trade and not worry about it.
You're talking about the money management, right? How I talk
Yes,
the money
yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that has saved my bacon more times than more times than I know, and a lot of other people like yourself too. So I'm glad
Right.
that was helpful.
Yeah, I put that into a formula in my spreadsheet so I could just plug in the price and how much I have to spend and instantly get exactly how many shares to buy.
That's great. Are you converting those then to an option contract, or are you just trading the shares?
I haven't. I've been looking at shares. I mean, looking at trades on different options for different stocks, and the ones I've been looking at are really expensive. So I haven't actually traded any of those, and I don't think I'll trade any stocks for a while. I'm sticking strictly to the options because the return is so much better.
Yeah, the leverage.
Yeah.
It's a double-edged sword, but if you kind of have the Doppler set up where you know what the overall condition of the market is, it makes you a lot more comfortable to know what to do, if you should be bullish or bearish.
Right.
How are your results been?
This year I'm up about, I would say about 30% for the year.
Fantastic.
And these two trades that we just put on, I can quickly look at it, but it's like I'm up 20% on the 400 Qs and almost 11% on SMH.
Fantastic.
Back. There we go.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So I'm feeling really good about where I'm at.
Well, one of the things I've always tried to do, and I ask everybody this, is I always say, I'd rather teach you how to fish than give you one and have you be dependent upon me.
Yeah.
Do you feel like I've fulfilled that for you? Do you feel like?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm going to be watching through the Doppler, all the different indexes to look for opportunities to get in.
Great. Well, I got one final question for you,
Uh-huh.
Larry. People are skeptical nowadays. They might be watching this. What would you say to somebody who's skeptical about, working with me or what I do? What would you say to that person?
I would say with the price that you charge, you can't, it's almost priceless what you get out of the course. I thought it was a lot going in, but I've more than made it up in this year. So,
And then you just
and then going
continue
forward, I'm going to be
forward,
making a whole heck of a lot more. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it, because you really don't need anything else.
Right.
And that's what I try to really teach people, is like, look, you can do this in 15 minutes a day. You don't do you think that's kind of consistent if you stuck with it and really just kind of watched what you're supposed to and not get caught up in the day-to-day action? Do you think you can?
Yeah, definitely. I'm going to start looking for stocks that are in a range like 25 to 100 that I can put on the daily and see what happens.
Fantastic. Good. Was there anything else that you want to add real quick before I let you go?
No, I just want to say that also there's this. Whenever we ask a question, you don't just provide an answer, you provide a video. And so it really explains it a lot, really good. And that's helpful. And then the discussion that we have, well, I haven't been able to, but discussions that you guys have had on the weekly webinar, I enjoy those too, because I learn a lot.
Yeah, the No One Gets Left Behind series where every
Yes.
week. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that's kind of what, when I came up with that idea, is like, it's one thing to watch something by yourself. It's another to watch it and then come and ask questions and then have a group of cohort, looking at everything together, and then it helps everybody win together.
Right.
So fantastic. Well, Larry, like always, I appreciate you. You've been a longtime client. I appreciate you, taking the class again, and I look forward to hearing about your results as you continue to make more and serve God and help a bunch of people out there in the process.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thanks so much.